Get ready for the 3rd Annual Virginia 420 Festival, April the 18th to the 20th. We have 2 great locations, Greenwood, Virginia and Salem, Virginia. Enjoy cannabis education, comedy, live music, and number 14 bands like Keller Williams, Grateful Dead, Cottonmouth Kings, and way more. And let's not forget about the cannabis education outdoor cultivation classes led by the renowned Mark Herrera. Wow! It's a 3-day camping fiesta at Misty Mountain and Garrett Farms. Join the movement all 3 days. Buy your tickets now.
Introducing the latest cutting-edge light from Phantom, the PhotoBio MX, an LED like no other. PhotoBio MX is designed specifically to increase crop yields and maximize growth. This 680-watt fixture delivers 15% more light to your canopy while using 35% less power versus DEs. The high-efficiency, contiguous circuit board delivers unparalleled light uniformity to the canopy so your crop flourishes. The PhotoBio MX advanced performance stems from its innovative S4 spectrum. It is a highly efficient full spectrum with a healthy red-to-blue ratio to drive photosynthesis and penetrates deeper into the canopy, triggering desirable photomorphogenic responses to give you the vigorous growth and optimized flower development you're looking for. The MX is strategically designed to keep diode temperatures low to keep your yields high. The heavy-duty aluminum alloy structure features 4 6-inch wide heat sinks recessed 3/4 inches below the frame, allowing heat to dissipate and the fixture to breathe. It's that kind of thoughtful design, backed by extensive testing, that results in a high-performance fixture with rock-solid reliability. The PhotoBio MX is a slim-profiled fixture with a remote-capable driver, providing flexibility that not all LED fixtures have, so you can customize it to fit your situation and goals. And mounting the driver below the fixture leaves ample space to get more vertical plant growth. The PhotoBio MX LED provides high durability and increased flexibility to address your growing needs. It's rated IP65, lab verified to be liquid and dust resistant, creating a more dependable fixture. When paired with an ancillary controller like the Autopilot PX, the Photo Lock Control provides you with even more control capabilities for your light delivery. The new PhotoBio MX from Phantom. Extraordinary performance, extreme efficiency, exacting design. Power your grow with the new PhotoBio MX LED. Learn more at phantombio.com and hydrofarm.com.
just a reminder that in 45 minutes it will be Peace News and Views with joint host Kim Cooper and Sir SteveO. Welcome, 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 everybody. It is Certified Terpy Thursdays on the Grow Fam Homestead. It's March 7th, 2024. I'm just trying to get my Rumble going up here real quick. So how's everybody doing? It's wonderful to see everybody this week. Looks like already we got some people in here. We got Terry Brawler. What's up, brother? How you doing in the big dog? We got Waylon Maccabee, everybody. Hey, everybody. Now, don't forget, at 8 o'clock tonight, right after this show, got People in the Boxes with Waylon and Kim. And it's something that you guys don't want to miss, that's for sure, as well. So, B-Weed Thailand, what's up? Good morning as well to you, my friend. Segroy is in the house as well. Here is the Grow Fam bundle link, everybody, and don't forget, use the code GrowFam10 and it knocks off another 20 bucks, which saves you a total of $85 on this bundle. I do believe Foop still has a buy two get one free special right now going as well, where if you add two of the same thing to your cart, it automatically adds one more for free. So definitely check that out, but we'll get into that more as we get into our Foop segment here later. Tonight we are going to have a special guest. As you guys know, we have a new breeder of the month this month, and that is 34 Mongrels Genetics, and the owner is Matthew Pierce, and he will be here tonight. He'll be here to answer any questions. We will also be doing a giveaway of some of these dog pound genetics, so you too can get bit by these certified genetics, guys and gals, of course, I should say. But you know, and also tonight we have an opportunity to help someone out in the Virginia area, someone who wants to go to the 420 Virginia Fest in Virginia. Our own Grassroots is going to be a vendor at the Misty Mountain site. Now there's two sites, and the Misty Mountain site is where we can support our friend Grassroots. He's going to have his own vendorship there. And what the giveaway is $150. That's right, $150 off your purchase at the Virginia Fest website for your tickets and everything. So, I mean, that's an amazing thing for some of our, for one of our local people there in Virginia that, or someone that's definitely going to travel and go. So, when we go to do that giveaway, if you know you're not going, you can't go, you live too far away, whatever, don't enter. Okay, just let the people that are in the area that can and will use the discount to buy the tickets, let them have it, and it makes it easier. The reason why I say that is because we've done this many times already, given away these this prize, and every time it's, oh, I can't go, oh, I shouldn't have entered, oh, I shouldn't have, I'm sorry, you know, it's like then. So I just thought I'd re-explain it again. Hi, Dolores, good to see you as well. And we got Al Faulkner in the house. What's up, Big Al? How you doing, brother? How's it going, everybody? So let's see if my Rumble worked. I was having some BS with it when I was trying to get it going. Looks like it is, I believe. Let's double check. I'm looking on my TV right now. I want to make sure that it's going. Yeah, it is. Okay. So go ahead and hit the like button while I'm there. And let's make sure Grow Fam's Rumble is also running just while I'm at it. Make sure that I didn't mess that up. Yeah, looks like that's good. Gonna give him the Rumble thumbs up too. Let me check my Rumble as a matter of fact so I can say hello. to those of you that are on my Rumble. Sign out of the Grow Fam, get into mine. There we go. And yeah, oh, it looks like we do got somebody watching over there right now, so that's cool. Appreciate you guys coming through. So anyway, yeah, that's what we'll be doing tonight. We'll be hearing from Matthew in just a little while, and you know, we'll get to pick his brain, find out all about 34 Mongrels genetics, find out about how he started, you know, what he's got, what he's done, and where he's headed. You know, it sounds like a good time, I imagine. Hey, Ashley, good to see you as well. Terpy Thursday time, hell yeah. Billy Barton, what's up? Now, Ashley does her IWK 710 daily session on Sunday nights at 6. I do mine tomorrow night at 6. And, you know, Ashley does a whole show on, you know, alternate medicines, you know, using herbs and things of that sort. And I don't actually. I talk about terpenes and cannabinoids is what I do. But I am actually changing my diet. I'm in the process because of a lot of the information that I got from listening to Ashley and watching her show. And then the Knock Network has been on movie nights playing a lot of good documentaries about our food and our health and how it affects us. Some of you know, I'm not in great shape, you know, health-wise. And I think part of it is definitely my my diet. So you know, I subscribe now to the Juice Plus to get my fruits and vegetables every day, and I think that that's going to be key. I'm switching to farm vegetables and also farm beef, and I may even get away from meat. So we'll see. It's a journey right now, and all I know is all the, you know, to make it easy on myself, I pretty much eat like heat up dinners, you know, nothing fresh or anything. I don't cook. My wife's at work in the evening, so I like to, you know, just have her get me freezer stuff so that I can just throw in the microwave. And I think that that is the preservatives, everything. It's terrible for me. And, you know, I'm going to get rid of that, and we'll see if I can make some healthy lifestyle changes. Billy Barton, what's going on? Big Joe, what's up, Joe? Uh-oh, that looks like a comment with nothing on it. So let's check on the old phone and see what Joe did. Okay, Joe, where'd you go? Oh, you must be on the NOK or something. Let's check and see what Joe said on there. What was it, Joe? Was it an emoji? No, nobody's there. All right. Anyway, thanks, Joe, for the emoji, whatever it was. Appreciate that. Yeah, plant power. That's right. Yep. Makes me happy helping people. Well, I think that it's going to be. And yeah, one change at a time. I'm going to definitely do it. All right, yeah, we've already got 60 people in here, everybody. If we want to get that hat at 100, let's go ahead and get these tags out of the way so I can record this 100 and we can know we're going to give it away. Michael Gray, what's up? How's it going, man? I'm at the Grow Fam Homestead. Oh, okay, Joe. That's what's up. Hell yeah. Grow Fam for life, everybody. It was a watermelon, he said. Oh, yeah. Watermelon. And Pam Huffman Richter is here. Are you related to Ashley, Pam? Hello. Hoping all is well. Hoping all is well for you. Chad, Andrea Chapman. What's going on? Same to you, my friend. Good to see you. James. James is in the house as well. Appreciate you coming through. Now, this week, our terpene of the week is one that we covered way back at the beginning, over 3 months ago. But people have been asking me more and more about it because it's actually one of the most popular terpenes that there is. And they call it the happy terpene. Can anybody in the comments, who's the first one that remembers what SteveO has said this whole time is the happy terpene. Which one is it? Ding, ding, ding. Come on. Somebody knows, because I talk about it all the time. I bring it up. And I've preached about it. The happy terpene. Which one is it? Because we're going to be talking about that. Oh, Ashley got it. Ashley got it. Right out of the gate. The happy terpene is limonene, or you can call it limonene if you'd like. But limonene is just for some reason the way it comes to my brain. And she's exactly right. This week's terpene of the week is once again limonene. And I think it's one of the best terpenes that there is. Why do you think that they put it in floor cleaner? Even pining, same thing. The smell is definitely, it's a mood lifter. So, you got your pine saw, you got your lemon cleaners, now think about it. Think about that now. Why they use it. Hey, Michael Gray, what's going on? Ashley says hi. Billy Barton, I agree. I want people to try my flowers just one time. I've had to stay hid all my life. Yeah, for real. It's hard for G's, especially us Gen Xers, to, not feel weird about talking about our cannabis use. You still, man, in the back of our minds, man, we're a little bit paranoid about it. Hi, Pam. How you doing? I'm learning this for the first time. Thank you all for sharing. Well, hey, great. That's why I figured I would go over something, even though I've done it before. It's been a while, maybe some people hadn't seen. So I thought I would go over, because good information, even if you hear it more than once. Pine says it. Yep. Let's see. Lisa, I go, Sir Steve, I hope you have a great evening. Keep up the good work. Thanks, man. I appreciate your support. Thank you very much, Mr. Lee Cycle. That is really awesome of you to say. We got James Ladabouche. James Ladabouche looks great. And you. Thanks, buddy. Rick Sousey. Hell yeah, that's what's up. I'm at your page to give some stars. Oh, what's up with that, Joe? Thanks, bro. I always appreciate that. Yeah, stars help me pay for shipping, that's for sure. Michelle Paris just stopped in to say hello. Well, hello. Great to see you, Michelle. It's really awesome to have you drop by my live as well. That's awesome. That is great. Team SteveO. Yeah, Joe. I'm always on Team Joe Kelly too, bro. I'll tell you that right now. Exactly. I'm going legal, says Billy. Well, that's good. That's really, really good. James says, great. CertifiedArmy.locals.com. Yeah, I don't do much on my locals, but, that's nice of you to bring up, Joe. Thanks. All right. We got 65 people in the house. We're getting pretty close to getting to that. Mama Rochi's here. Got to say hi to Mama Rochi. Now, do not forget, I usually go to about 7:30, sometimes 8 o'clock Central Time. Well, at 8:15 Central Time, also, Mama Rochi and Master Rochi does their show, Thursday Night Vibes, on the Knock Network. And you can see them at 8:15 Central Time, 9:15 Eastern. Check them out. It's a really good time. Rick Sousey. Must have been an emoji or something. Perry, what's happening, man? Hello again, he says. Billy Bart. And we got, hey, everybody. We got the man, Mr. People in the Boxes right there. That's what's up. The Indoor Farmer. My partner in crime. For sure. So yeah, so limonene, it's pretty interesting for a lot of reasons. A lot of people will come to me and they'll just be like, terpenes, bro, there's like hundreds of them, it's like, what's the big deal? But research shows that there's more than 100 different terpenes in the cannabis plant. And the limonene terpene is one of the most abundant of them all. But really, what is limonene though? What does limonene terpene do? And are there any any interesting limiting benefits to be aware of? Well, I'm going to cover that right now. We're going to take a look at limiting terpene benefits, examine the limiting structure under the microscope, talk about a little bit about that stuff for you guys like Mike Hood and all you real smart guys that like to know all the science behind it, and highlight some particular limiting strains that you might like to try as well. But before we think about the possible therapeutic benefits or the benefits of limiting, let's begin with a definition, okay, of what limiting terpene actually is. Limiting is a terpene. Terpene is a natural aromatic compound found in many different plants and responsible for different plant smells and tastes. Limiting, which is also sometimes referred to as delimiting, just like I explained last week on pinene. We had alpha pinene, apinene, and beta pinene. So this is delimiting, and it occurs naturally in cannabis plants as well as a range of other plants like mint. Whalen grows mint on the Indoor Farmer Monday nights. You can check that out. We got rosemary and pine, and various citrus fruits, such as, of course, lemons, limes, and oranges. You can find limiting in the peel of these fruits, and it helps to give them their distinctive citrus scent. Now, how many of us back in the day used to rehydrate? We used to rehydrate our dry buds, or make the brick weed, fluff up. How many of us used orange peels? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Yep. John Doe rocks. I think he's sending that bean. Hell yeah, man. Are you talking about one of the Captain Redbeard beans that he won, that $500 pack? Yeah, he probably is, Joe. Yeah, he probably is. Hey, Lauren and Perry, what's going on, you guys? Joe says, God, lemon tree is so yummy. And then here in Illinois, they have that lemon bean strain. Oh, okay. Lemon bean. Now, I haven't heard of that one, Joe. But what do I know, right? Let's see, does it smell and taste like lemon? Most of the time, limonene will have a lemony or just a fruity, citrusy scent. Citrusy is probably a better way of putting it. Pam saying hi, Big Dog Whalen. What's up there? We got Rick says, I have. Yeah, I know, Rick. You're talking about the orange peels, right? I always used orange peels. Hells yeah. And what did it do? It took the limonene terpene from the orange peels and actually gave it an orangey scent. Did it not? Yes, it did. Because it transferred, the terpene and the flavonoid that stuck to the bud, basically, and gave it its flavors, because it is possible to add additional terpenes even to flower. So there's a lot of research that they're doing on that right now to see, because you can customize strains and stuff after they've been grown. So that's kind of cool. But from a scientific perspective, limonene is a colorless liquid. It's part of the hydrocarbon family, which means that the limonene structure is made up, here you go, science guys, of a mixture of hydrogen and carbon atoms bonded together in a unique formation. What do we use it for, though? What are the common uses of limonene as a terpene? Not just because it's in your bud. So we know what it is now, what limonene is, but what are some limonene benefits and potential uses? Well, there's actually several functional uses for this fascinating compound. Limonene can be extracted alongside other compounds in certain essential oils, like rosemary essential oil, and it's used for aromatherapy. Limonene can also be used as a natural organic herbicide, which may be effective in agriculture and farming. Other interesting limonene terpenes include the fact that it works well as a solvent. It can be used for removing paint and oil from surfaces, but we know we use it as a cleaner as well, right? There are potential health-related delimiting benefits. More on that in a little while. And the medical world is looking into ways to use this terpene to treat different conditions. Some of its potential effects and benefits are some main health-related benefits: anti-inflammatory and anti. I don't. Why can I never say this right? Antioxidant properties. I have such a hard time saying that for some reason. So anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, anti-anxiety and antidepressant properties, antiplasmodial properties. Okay, now in addition to its anti-stress, antioxidant, and anti-inflammatory properties, some research has suggested that limonene may have antiplasmodial properties too. Now, what's that, right? Antiplasmodial refers to anything that can defend against or fight certain types of parasites, especially those that are responsible for causing malaria. So that's what that is. It's the best I can do. Anti-cancer properties as well. A limonene dominant cannabis strain or product may be able to aid in the fight against cancer, they say. In one 2018 study, it showed that limonene helped slow down and even stop the growth of cancerous cells in mice, and they were high. Other studies have come to similar conclusions and even suggested that limonene may even make cancer-killing drugs more effective. Cancer selling. So, when we talk about this kind of stuff, how I like to bring up the entourage effect, right? How whenever we have, our terpene, what is it in combination with? Is it CBD? Is it THC? Is it both? Is it a 1-to-1? What is it? That is what we call the entourage effect. Let's see. Let me check my comments here again real quick. Let's see. Oh, good day, says Wayne. What up? Wayne fucking Cruz. What's up, buddy? Segroy. Sure did. But that don't keep it in there too long. Hey, Mike Hood from Misfit Island. What is happening, my brother? How you doing tonight, Mike? Now, Mike is one of these guys that knows, a lot of the sciencey stuff, as I call it. And, that's why he is such a good grower. That and his, experience as well. So definitely good. Lysol, says Wayne. Oh, yeah, zest in anything. Yeah, zest in anything that's like a fruity, citrusy type. That's probably limonene. Yeah. Master Roachy slid in while I was talking as well. Namaste, my friend. Glad to see you. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful show tonight. Mike says it's good for antifungal and antibiotic. Yep, that's what we're talking about. You ain't kidding, man. There's a lot of good properties. A lot of you ladies really like doTERRA and all of those essential oils and stuff. Well, terpenes are the essential oils as well. So, every time, you're buying the little lavender roller balls and stuff for stress, that's linalool is what that is. That's a big part of it. So hell yeah. Love the zest in cooking. Yeah. Yeah. I've been seeing that used a lot lately in cooking, especially. Billy Barton says, sweet. Let's see. Wayne says limonene has a very unique cell structure as well. It's short, one oxygen, making it slightly different when heated to a high friction point. Wow. Well, damn. Mr. Science Man right there. Professor Neutron coming in here, laying down that info on me as well. Mike Hood, a terpene affects changes depending on what compound it is paired with. True that. True that. Misty says, hey, Pan Huffman. I don't want to leave. I'm learning. No, stay then. Stay, Pam. Appreciate that. Wayne says public school. LOL. Mine must be full of it. I'm not stressed one bit. Well, there you go. That is awesome. Well, real quick, I want to talk about limonene and the entourage effect. Then this is a perfect segue, Wayne, Mike. As I was mentioned before, studies suggest that limonene has a part to play in the entourage effect, which involves terpenes, cannabinoids, and other cannabis compounds like flavonoids, all working together to make each other more effective. And just like Mike was mentioning, depending on which ones you combine and who you are, as a matter of fact, depends on the effects of the entourage effect that each person will receive. In other words, if a person consumes a mixture of cannabinoids and terpenes, they may feel more noticeable and powerful effects than someone who only consumes one cannabinoid or a small selection of terpenes. There's a lot of evidence to support the concept of an entourage effect. And in the case of limonene, it has been suggested that this terpene may help make the anti-stress and relaxing or sedative effects of other terpenes and cannabinoids more prominent. Ding, ding, ding. So, that is a perfect segue to my entourage effect video. Found you by accident. So happy. Hey, Deborah. Nice to meet you. We're on the Grow Fam Homestead right now, and welcome to Certified Terpy Thursdays on Homestead with Sir SteveO, y'all. Hell yeah. But real quick, before I show you my entourage effect video, let's quickly take a break and let's do a dab. This dab actually is compliments, well, not compliments, but it is from the Organic Outlet. If you would like to know about the Organic Outlet and all of its wonderful medicine that will not break the bank, hit me up and I will get you into the club. I tell you guys, this is the way Sir SteveO smokes, and if you want to smoke like me, then you too can do that. Just let me know. Limonene is my fave for pain. It's always one I search out, says Ashley. That's awesome. We'll leave that up. All right. Let's take this dab. Do I still got a little in there? It looks a little, but let's make her fresh. Now, I cleaned this yesterday, and already it's looking a little dirty. I'm kind of sad about it. Oh, yeah. This will, no, I don't know, man. Well, I'll take a small one. Okay. I got to give a shout out right now to Tagging Wayne, y'all. Tagging Wayne. Wayne Kitchens. This dude, I bought a waffle spot and I won. And, typically, to be honest, depending on who it's from, waffle dabs usually aren't all that great. These are fucking good. He came through so quick on them as well. Before I knew it, they were already here. So speedy delivery. And he said they were fire dabs, and they are. If they weren't, I would say so. So shout out to the certification today of whatever or whoever, however he got these. They're very good. And I have to say that. So we are certifying Wayne Kitchens dabs right now. But I can't sit here and just crank on this stuff right here either. Whenever I sit and I blast dabs, then I really get crazy. And we're going to have Matthew Pierce from 34 Mongrels up here soon. And I have to be on my game. Sign me up. All right, Pam, send me a DM. Sure. The Organic Outlet, interested? Yes, send me a DM. And I will definitely tell you how we can get you vetted into that. Cheers, everybody. What? What? All right. So, entourage effect. Entourage effect coming up. But yes, absolutely. That's yum. Before we get into the video, I want to remind you guys that we've got some really good growers out there, and they really know what they're doing. And not only do we hook up with awesome genetic companies for you guys, but we hook up with some awesome growers. Gentleman by the name of Mike Hayes out of New York has this wonderful plant that he grew last summer, and I want to show you guys this grow of Mike's. He grew the Grow Fam Homestead Tatiana Terres. He grew them outside, and those are available from thegrowfam.com if you also want to have big boys like this in your spring garden. Check this out. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, we are going. I do have a video that I wanted to play for you about the entourage effect, and when we get back, I'm going to show you some awesome food products for a few minutes and show you a big thing. You know what? I didn't do the start the giveaway, did I? Man, I was supposed to do that way earlier. Let's see. All right. Okay. I am going to do the Mongrels giveaway because I'm going to start the giveaway because Matthew should be here in a little while when I send him the link. And also, I'm going to do the 420 event giveaway after that, but differently. Okay. And I'll let you guys know about that in a second. But here, let me go ahead and get this up on the screen. I forgot all about doing that. I was going to start it earlier. Giveaway tool, share. Okay. Now I can bring it up on the screen. There we go. 34 mongrels, everybody, is the giveaway tonight. I'm going to reach in here and I'm going to pick out a string. Okay. And this is going to be the string. There's different ones, but I'm going to just reach in and this is going to be the badass string of the night. What we got here? Rainbow snow cone. Okay. Now, one of the things you guys need to know is the rainbow snow cone there will be 6 feminized seeds in there, but then there's a second pack of seeds that are 3 mystery freebie beans. So you get 9 seeds, but you get 6 of the rainbow snow cone from 34 mongrels. I've already got the package already and all set. Just waiting for your address. And then I send this bad boy out in the morning right away with the mailman. And we call that what, everybody? Certified mail. Oh, yeah. So everybody get in on that. And get your 34 mongrels and get bit by the dog pound. But yeah, check out this entourage effect. You know what? I'm going to skip that for now. I actually would rather do a banner here real quick. Do I already have one? No. Okay, create a banner. Because then this way I can Okay. Oh, look at that. It's a ticker. Did I click the wrong button or something? Yep, that's what I did. I made it a ticker. Or, yeah. There we go. 34 mongrels on the screen now. All right. We'll do this. Do this. Well, that is. Oh, that's what's wrong. Let's try this one. There we go. How about this one? No? This one? Yeah, this will work. I'll just sit over here like this. But we'll do that for a little while anyway. So, yeah, 34 mongrels, everybody. One of the things I want to show you guys is we have a huge sale on the FOOP nutrients right now, guys. We have a FOOP pack that is like completely unreal. The actual cost of the Grow Fam bundle normally would be $265.95 or whatever it is. But the Grow Fam bundle itself is huge. You know, it can be the price of this $265 pack can be brought down to only $180 when you use the sale price, which is $65 off, and then they're letting you use the Grow Fam discount of 10% off the $199.95, which brings it down another $20. So it's $264.96, which means it's basically $85 off. Now this month, just like Whalen did last night, Whalen gave away a $50 FOOP gift card. Okay. Now, if you use your gift card on that $264.96, that's $215. Or I'm sorry, 100. Well, it brings it down to 180. So you would be $130 is what you would pay for that kit. And they're basically giving shit away on it. Let me see. I believe I have it here in my studio. Let's see here. Yeah, okay, here we go. Here's the Grow Fam bundle. Right there, guys. It's got the gallon packs in it, is what it's got. You know, it's got the A and B veg gallon pack. It's got the A and B newts gallon pack, which also includes the sweetener as well. It's got the FOOP mist pack with the refill, and it's got the FOOP pH up and down for you. It's everything for your spring garden. You know, it's for your vegetables. It's for your cannabis. You know, I think that it's wonderful. Right now, I believe through this week only, they also have another sale, which is buy two, get one free, to where if you buy two of the same product, the website automatically adds one for free. So that's something else. But yeah, the way the sale breaks down is the original price was $264.96. Grow Fam special discount for Grow Fam Homestead members. $65 off, then the Grow Fam 10 discount code of $19.99. So the final price, $180. Total Grow Fam savings, $84.96. And then what if you win one of the FOOP 50 gift cards this month? I mean, it's just, you know, we're just so happy and so proud to have them as one of our sponsors, guys and gals. So, you know, let me see. I know I've missed some comments, and some of you guys get really upset. Oh, we're not seeing your comments. So let me try to go back here and make sure. Yeah. Okay. So we were talking about the terpenes and stuff. Let's see. Found You by Accident. I read that one. Lemonine is my favorite. Yep. organic. Okay. And then there's Matthew. All right, Matthew. We are going to have our guest up here in just a few minutes. Looks like we are all set. And, I'm really happy to have him up tonight. I love to get to know our breeders of the month, especially. I try to work closely with them and stuff. And, we research. Oh, hey, there he is. There's Hobbies. What's up, brother? Love you too. Hell yeah. Right on, right on. So, yeah, we're going to have 34 mongrels up here in just a couple minutes. And we will introduce Matthew Pierce right after we finish up here with our entourage effect. And we'll do that with the video. And when I get back, we'll be bringing him up as well. He should be here. Enjoy, everybody.
Have you ever wondered why cannabis has such diverse effects? Dive into the secret world of the entourage effect, where nature's synergy unlocks a universe of benefits. In today's exploration, we're diving into the heart of cannabis science, the entourage effect. This phenomenon occurs when the over 200 compounds of cannabinoids and terpenes found in cannabis interact synergistically or together, creating a unique impact on the body's endocannabinoid system. This system, integral to regulating balance in our bodies, responds differently to these combined compounds than it does to isolated ones like THC or CBD alone. Unlike single molecule extracts, the entourage effects leverages the full spectrum of cannabis natural chemistry, offering a more holistic and potentially more effective experience. It's a complex interplay that transforms our understanding of cannabis and its myriad of uses. While exploring the world of cannabis, we find a striking difference between isolated and full spectrum experiences. Pure THC, known as distillate, and often used in vape pens and edibles for its potent high, lacks the nuanced benefits found in full spectrum products. Thus the reason people often have bad experiences from these type of cannabis products. On the other hand, isolated CBD, while beneficial, doesn't quite harness the plant's full therapeutic potential, leaving the user disappointed they didn't feel a little high from the consumption. It's in the harmonious blend of full spectrum products that are full of THCs, CBDs, and terpenes where the true magic of cannabis unfolds, offering a richer, more balanced experience. Unfortunately, many of these compounds are eliminated during the extraction process. Diving deeper into the therapeutic realm, the entourage effect emerges as a game changer in cannabis-based treatments. Its enhanced effectiveness is seen across a spectrum of conditions, from chronic pain to anxiety, offering a new horizon in medical cannabis. When exploring the therapeutic landscape, we have to mention the remarkable story of Rick Simpson's RSO oil, a full-spectrum cannabis extract. Known for its potent blend of cannabinoids and terpenes, RSO oil has gained acclaim for its potential in combating cancer cells and helping people with chronic seizures. This full-spectrum approach harnesses the entourage effect, amplifying the oil's capabilities beyond isolated compounds. Simpson's pioneering work with RSO highlights the profound possibilities of full-spectrum cannabis in medical treatments, particularly in the fight against cancer. This synergy within the plant not only amplifies relief, but also opens doors to potentially treating a wider array of ailments. The implications for medical cannabis are profound, as this natural synergy could revolutionize how we approach healing and wellness. As we gaze into the future of cannabis research, the entourage effect emerges as a pivotal area of study, promising to reshape our understanding of this complex plant. Emerging studies are delving deeper into how this synergistic phenomenon can pave the way for personalized medicine, tailoring cannabis treatments to individual needs. This evolving knowledge holds the potential to significantly influence legalization and policy as the full spectrum of cannabis capabilities becomes more evident. The entourage effect, a cornerstone of cannabis science, stands at the forefront of a new era in both therapeutic applications and policy reform, heralding a future where the full potential of cannabis can be harnessed for a wider range of benefits. I personally use a Lady vape pen and ice water hash pressed live resin for my personal consumption. It allows me to get a full spectrum of cannabis compounds without getting so ripped I can't perform my professional duties. For more info on the Lady Vape, look for the link in the description. Please like and subscribe to Texas Canna Chronicles to stay up to date on all things cannabis in Texas and beyond. Of course, stay curious, stay informed, and stay terped up.
Awesome, awesome. I tell you, if he hadn't already, if I hadn't already showed you that, I would steal that. Stay terped up. I would steal that, definitely. But yeah, everybody, guess what? We have a very special guest in the house today. And, you guys have seen me feature 34 Mongrels on my NOK shows, and we've done some giveaways. And they now that don't be confused. This is not somebody new at this, okay, guys. This guy is proven genetics. My friend Jimmy Mead first turned me on to it. Then Andy from Top Shelf Terp started telling me about how good they were, or talking. Sans Pure from Anti Apparel. Just all through the community, I started hearing wonderful, great things about this guy. So without further ado, I want to introduce to you Mr. Matthew Pierce from the Dog Pound, 34 Mongrels Genetics, everybody. All right, let me fix my screen. For some reason, it's not letting them up. There it is. Hey, how's it going, Matthew? Welcome to Terpy Thursdays on the Homestead, brother.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, not bad, man. We've been looking forward to this week. I tell you, it's really great that you, sir, were very generous, and you've allowed us to give away your genetics for people to try all month long. And we just really appreciate it. And some of your strains sound awesome. Can you tell us how you got started in breeding or anything?
Well, I can tell you, first of all, before we get started, I'm only really one half of 34 Mongrels. I do have a partner. His name is Alan. He's right, and I was really hoping he'd be able to get the night off, but he's got his own thing going on in his own job. So just wanted to make sure I gave him props too. It's definitely not on me.
Shout out to Alan. Hell yeah.
Yes, me and him, we started actually, ironically, we started growing because I had a relative who sold little weed on the side, Mexican brickweed. And so one spring, I was 17 years old, and they said, hey, can you get rid of this? And it was probably a pound of seeds and stems. They're paranoid. Don't throw anything in the garbage.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. And then my buddy Al, he's like, hey, why don't we plant them? So we started, that was probably, had to be 88, 89. So for the next 10 years, we pretty much guerrilla outside farmers. I'm telling you, we loved the ditches that run between cornfields. I don't like fucking with the farmer's corn. We had a close call with the farmer one time. Don't fuck with the farmer's corn. I usually plant in those culverts, ditches. I don't know what you want to call them, but water runs through them sometimes. Really great place to grow if you can get the weeds that try to choke them out to not choke them out. So that's how we started. And then when indoor started, of course, we started the indoor. We right with everybody else kind of moved indoor with the indoor, and probably 95, 90, somewhere around there, 97, 98. We started messing around indoor. Well, right around 2002, 2003, for reasons don't really want to get into, but close call, had to take everything down, get rid of everything. And then back then, it wasn't easy to get genetics. I mean, you could get your buddy to give you some plants that might have mites or aphids or thrips, or you know what I mean. There's no guarantee of cleanliness when you guys are exchanging. So we started making treks to the Toronto Hemp Fest up in Ontario. Found the Ontario seed bank, started buying some seeds up there. Well, first of all, one of my favorite strands, and it died. The clone we had died, but we had a really good pheno of Power Kush. Really good pheno. Right off the bat, we said, you know what, we're going to try to. We also had few upper packs of seeds, but one of the other things we really liked was the Purple Rec. So we're going to try to cross the Purple Rec male with this pheno that we like to back up our shit in case anything happens. Because I'm telling you, we paid $200 for 5 feminized seeds in 2003, I think it was. $200. Yeah, at the Ontario Seed Bank, $40 a seed. So we didn't want to have to do that again. So we wound up, like I said, we started backing up our seeds by making seeds, and then it became fun. Then it became super, super fun. You know, you crossing little things, finding things that, oh, this is great, this is great. We was doing that for a few years, was giving them away to our friends, and then I got diagnosed with cancer. So I really started doing, yeah, this is about 8 years ago. Matter of fact, I just had treatment today. but so then started doing a lot of research, started getting a lot of these cancer groups. One of the things people were having trouble with is, in some instances, we're getting genetics, people that were in the cancer groups, nothing to do with cannabis, strictly cancer. So I started giving them to these people, and then we started building up a little bit of a following in this underground cancer culture that was growing pot. And you know, we just decided, hey, we're gonna take this to the next level. Maybe make it so people don't have to pay $200 for a pack of seeds if they don't want. I mean, genetics, in simplified terms, genetics are genetics. You know, I mean, you can look at dogs. If you want to breed a great, you know, and I know a lot of breeders get mad if I start trying to make it in some simplistic terms, but if you want a great Rottweiler, and so you go buy a $5,000 prize-winning Rottweiler male, and then you go get you another $5,000 female, odds are that offspring is going to be fire. You're gonna have some great Rottweilers, and the same kind of goes for cannabis. And I've been really lucky because I've gotten some really good phenotypes from growers that I've met, from growers that I know. I've gotten some really good phenotypes from breeders. The last breeder that was, and he's kind of controversial. A lot of times I don't even like mentioning breeders, but this guy's kind of controversial. Has never done anything wrong to me. I've never met him in person, but through correspondence, we've talked on live like this, but he sent me some breeder sheets, some breeder cuts, and that was Justin Lehman. You know what I mean? And I know some people here like him, some people here hate him. For me, you know, I see him as a kind of a polarizing figure, but you know, like as I said, he's never done anything to me. He's always been quite friendly to me. And ironically, his mom died of multiple myeloma, which is the same cancer I have.
That's terrible.
Yeah, so he wound. I mean, and I don't know. I think that was a while ago. So I think that kind of gave him a connection. He kind of liked what I was doing. So you know, he sent me some cuts, and I've had other people and breeders who have done the same. So I've gotten lucky and gotten some really good genetics, and then we keep playing with them. We cross some things. If we get a pheno we like, you know, that line gets worked, and we keep on down. And then we also got things that if like for instance our Great Punch, which we really like, we worked that a little bit, and we got it where we want it. So if I'm making a Great Punch S1, then sometimes I'll just throw in some other things, you know, just as Alan calls them, the fun crosses. You know, I may throw a gelato in there, and this is yeah. And so I, you know, and see where that goes. Throw them out of some testers if they throw out testers. I was on. We actually did a little bit in. A lot of our breeding goes on in we live in Illinois. A lot of our breeding goes on in Michigan. We have friends and family that live there. It's a little more lax, you know. So we do a lot of things up there. And I went on live up there, and another breeder, and I'm not going to mention him, but another breeder got up, and we started going back and forth. And he was a breeder for a big company. And so he's going back. So me and him are kind of going back and forth. And he was kind of acting like maybe I was not telling the truth about my illness and stuff. So we went through a long 20-minute drawn out everything that I went through for my illness, just to kind of show him. And I could tell he kind of had something, and I don't think he liked the price. Because one of the things that I say, and I don't say this to attack any breeders, I don't care what your price is. If you got people that buy your stuff, I am all for you, you know. But I believe seeds are too expensive as a general. You know, I believe that when you're going out and you're paying $200 for a pack of 10, if you want to do that, that is absolutely perfectly great. I mean, I'm not like, oh, you shouldn't do that. But at the same time, my general feeling is that's just a little too expensive. You know, $10 for a cup of coffee is a little too expensive for me when I get one for $1.89 at McDonald's. And I think a lot of these, so we were going back and forth and we were talking about that, and I think he felt attacked. So then he started saying things, you know, he's like, oh, you know, working off people's other work, for instance. You know, it is, you know, you shouldn't do that. That's not fair, you know, blah, blah, blah. Because I was trying to tell him, if I get a $400 cut, we'll say, you know, peanut butter breath, I get a $400 cut, and then I get a $400 cut of something else. When I cross it, how can you say those genetics aren't quality? And now you can get crappy genetics from two great ones, but if I test them in their quality, how can you say they're not quality? So he went, because I bounce around when I talk, I'm a little stoned. People look at my price point, or me and my partner's price point, and they go, how can that be good? Well, first of all, my partner, he has a job where he makes a good amount of money. He's business partner. His wife has a job where he makes you know, they own multiple properties. They live on a farmette with 3 horses. He doesn't need any money. He does this partly for the community, you know, a few dollars for your time. Nobody wants to do it absolutely for free, but at the same time, nobody's trying to get a Maserati. Nobody's actually even trying to support themselves. I have a job. I own my own house. I got my bikes, a couple cars. You know what I mean? I'm not rich, but again, so I do this because for me personally, not my partner, me personally, cancer has a lot to do with it. I grew up poor. People who maybe can't get seeds at $100 is even a lot. You know, $100 for a pack of 5 seeds for a beginner that may kill them all, that may be making $400 a week when he brings them, you know, bring home. That's for some people that's not. And then the other people may make $100,000 a year, and $100 packs they can just buy and throw in a box and never grow. So I want to be that guy that makes the cancer patient that's struggling to even pay his bills able to play around and lots of great strands. You know, I try to get everything. I try to, you know, my partner tries to do everything. So we have a big, I don't want to know what the word is, but we got a big goal of helping the people at the bottom, you know, and especially people who are struggling.
Yeah,
That's with PST cancer patients, and we want to bring them the best genetics that we can get our hands on. You know, we don't want to, you know, it's nothing junk. One of our favorite sayings is, buy a pack of your favorite breeder and buy a pack of ours and grow them side by side. You may wind up with a new favorite breeder. We put a lot of effort into and we've been doing it for freak. Blue Rizzo, which used to be one of my favorites, now I think Rainbow Snow Cone is kind of squeaking in there for my favorite because they're both heavy indicas. I love them both. But that one, the clone we've had since I think 2005 or 2006. So when we get one that we really like, you know, we keep it, and we definitely keep it. And
yeah.
so that's kind of the roundabout rambling way of where we started and where we are now. And I like to point out our price point because some people, when they see $25, I'm gonna be honest. One guy came to our table and said, "You can't be that good if you're $25." He just made that blanket statement. You cannot be that good if you're $25. And I'm like, oh, so if I put a $400 price tag on it, automatically these genetics become more, I don't know what the word you want to say, but they become better because I put a $400 price tag on it instead of putting a $25 price tag on it. You know, we live in Illinois. The people in Illinois, they have a 5-plant limit. The people that and they're cash croppers and things like that, and that's different. But the people who are truly trying to stay legal, and I know a lot of people like this, a lot of cancer patients that I work with, they have a tent, 5 plants. They want to plant 5 plants, grow those 5 plants, kill those 5 plants, smoke those 5 plants while they're growing 5 more plants. They don't want to clone. They don't even want to risk the cops. They have cancer. The last thing they want to do is be trying to fight cancer from a jail cell. So they don't want to pay $200 for 5 seeds every 4 months or 3 months or 6 months, however long you veg them for.
Yeah, I see what you mean. You know, you want to be you definitely like the working man's priced genetics to where, you know, they can still receive quality and stuff. You know, because I agree. You know, there are strains out there that are definitely worth that big money, but you know, just the regular everyday grower, you know, that is out of their price range for sure. So I get you.
Okay, but now I would say this. Let's say that you said there was one of these really great strains. Let's say that you yourself as a person, you went out and you got this $1,000 cut, $5,000 cut, and it's worth it. I'm not saying it's not worth it. What's its genetic offspring going to be worth? And is your genetic off? And is it just a Kmart brand now if you don't charge $10,000, or is it still $10,000 genetics that you're? And there is an ethical part. This is the outside of the ethical part. I understand that man that got that $10,000. So I've had that argument where somebody says, "Oh well, he worked it, built it, found it. He should get that $10,000." And I agree. But the people that are going to pay $10,000 are going to pay $10,000, and the people that can only afford to pay $25 or $50 aren't going to pay $10,000.
Yeah.
You know, so. I'm not trying to, what I never do, and I do want to say this, what I never do is I wouldn't get a $10,000 clone and then just S1 it and sell it. Now I do, I do have an ethical problem with that, but there's nothing that says that I'm not going to take that $10,000 clone. Now I'm not going to pay $10,000 for a clone. I'm just using it for example, but there's nothing that says I'm not going to take that $10,000 clone and cross it with something else. You know what I mean? Hopefully something that's just as quality or just as up there as quality. So now I'm interjecting those $10,000 genetics into these genetics. And the guy I was arguing with, he even had a problem with that. And then I pointed out, well, how do you have gelato? How does 10 different companies have the same company? How does have the same strand if somebody isn't working with other people's, you know, genetics one way or another? You know, every time a hot genetic comes out, you know, somebody is getting a hold of it, and I doubt they're paying the original breeder, but they're getting a hold of it, whether they bought seeds, whether they bought 100 packs so they could, you know, do a pheno hunt of 100 or 200 or whatever. How do 10 different companies have gelato? It's because they find genetics, and hopefully they're not just S1 in it, but they're introducing the gelato into their genetics, and they're working with it. And now, so either there's one of two things: they're either using the gelato name and not having gelato, which I consider that way worse. You know what I mean? To be saying you have something that you don't is very bad. So, and then so they're either doing that, or all these 10 companies somehow are working on the same gelato. And if gelato's that hot, why would the first guy, for instance, like DJ Short, he doesn't like people using blueberry. And if you use his blueberry, you can't advertise that you use DJ Short's blueberry. He can't stop you from saying that you use the blueberry smelling plant, but you can't use his name. So I get it. You know what I mean? Whoever made gelato probably wishes nobody else had gelato. So everybody who had gelato had to buy it from him. So I believe those other companies, whether it's, you know, there's only one person that invented gelato or discovered gelato or made gelato, whatever word you want to use. So how do all these other companies have it? You know, and that's kind of what I was trying to get to this other guy. Well, anyway, that's what happened in Michigan. So I've kind of avoided live streams because a lot of what I believe, some people is like, oh, well, that's controversial. And it's like, it's controversial only because, and I tried, like Mr. Clean, I use a Mr. Clean in a lot of crosses. And I say Mr. Clean. Exotic, you know, I figure it's kind of an advertising. It's an exotic genetics Mr. Clean. I paid for that. You know what I mean? He didn't give me that. I paid for that. How can he say I can't use it as I wish? Now, he's never said anything, and he probably doesn't even know me. But if he said, you can't use that anymore, I would probably still make my cross. I just wouldn't use his name. See, I would rather if somebody used a rainbow snow cone, if you made a cross of a rainbow snow cone, I would rather that you just said, um, um, rainbow snow cone times whatever you cross. I'd be proud of that. I'd be proud that you used my work. And I haven't had anybody's work that I actually used, because the company that actually had a problem with me, I never used his work. He just didn't like the fact that I thought C's were too much, and I was at the same place he was, and I was selling mine for 25, and his was much, much more than 25. So, I want to backtrack and say that I never used this particular company's work. Who said that? Any company's work that I use, I strictly say, I always say it. There's a Mr. Clean cross, the Mag 76 that I got from Justin Lehman, and I got that directly from the breeder. Most of the things that I've gotten, people have given me because they're like, this is fire, breed with this, and then we do some pheno hunts, like with the Mr. Clean. If I do use something, I'm open about what I use, instead of, I believe a lot of these other breeders, they may not be exactly open with what they use, but I will exactly what I use, from what companies.
Yeah, Travis wants to know, do you hunt or buy food clones to make genetics?
We do both. We do both. Like we bought a bunch of packs of Mr. Clean. They were on sale one time. We bought a bunch of, and then so I believe and I'm not saying we do 300. I think we had 50 Mr. Clean. But we've also just bought a bunch of just random packs, and they might, we pheno hunt, but it might not be pheno hunt of all the same kinds. So we may run 50 plants, 10 plants of, 5 different kinds. We're not actually looking that we want one of each kind. We're just trying to find a great plant. And we've thrown, man, I got a bag full of packs of seeds that were empty that we never used one. We use, and then if we get that clone that's above everything else, and we've been doing this, statute of limitations is passed. We've been doing this because, we were both cash croppers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were both.
Yeah.
We had a whole barn. We had a whole barn full of weed and full of different grow rooms at different stages. There was at one point that's what we were doing. Now we don't do that anymore, but that at one point we were cash croppers, and so we had a section that all we were doing was looking for the next greatest clone. We were looking for the next different thing. So we were always popping stuff. We weren't doing the classic, we put 200 in because we want to find the best representation of this particular seed. We were just planting a bunch of different seeds and going, okay, is anything in here going to be great? If anything's going to be great, we'll keep it because we're going to clone it. We're going to, it's going to go into the rotation, so we've always looked, a lot of the clones we have are older, and then a lot of the clones were things that people have given us, and the things that people give us, I openly say, this person gave us this is what it either says it is. I don't know, like even the stuff Justin Lehman sends me, I can say that that's what it is, that's what he says, and I got 100% faith that what he says it is. But I didn't take it out of the pack. I didn't grow it, I didn't clone it. So, but I do that's why I like to say where I got my things from. This is where I got this from. This is where I got this from. The Mr. Clean that came out of a pack. We can take a genetic test on that. You know what I mean? I'm open about where our genetics come from. And I don't say this to be like, I got to be careful when I say this, because I don't say this to be cocky or anything, but I got cancer, dude. I'm probably not going to be here in 4 years. I'm not trying to make $10 million. I'm not even trying to really make money. So if somebody says, oh, I don't like that you use that, I don't like your style, or whatever. I don't even think, if you come and say I can't be good for 25, it doesn't hurt my feelings. I hope that you buy from somebody else in the canna community that's trying to help the canna community. I hope that you find what you're looking for. And, honestly, 100% honestly, everybody in this community, I hope, is that I've met have been super great people, and I wish them absolutely nothing but the best. There's a lot of sites that we help out, that we believe in. We believe in their mission. We help them with giveaways or whatever they want. And to be honest, there are some people that do some things that I would give some seeds to, that I would 100% not care if they sold them at along with their giveaways at some of the events they go to, because I support what they do, and they may need a few dollars to cover some of the events. You know what I mean? I don't mind that. Me and my buddy, I guarantee we have given more seeds away than we have ever sold, and we've sold quite a few. You know what I mean? And so it's a yeah, our goal is helping while we're here, helping the Canada community. There's been a lot of people in the Canada community, and you talk about I know I heard you mention Jimmy Mead. He is I got to give him
my man
props. Yes, he has helped us out. He helped us out by even right at first. He was one of the first ones that we would give a few seed packs to, and he would give them out to people that people in the community that for one way or another he wanted to give them to, hopefully, and I think that helped us down the stretch, people. And I do believe cannabis, when you're growing it, the proof's in the pudding. You know what I mean? Try a new breeder out, plant a few of his seeds, and see if he's any good, because you might be surprised at what somebody who has, especially somebody's been growing weed for a while, that dude's probably going to be, I'm assuming that, I don't know if you grow weed or not, but if you grow weed, you look like an old gentleman. You've probably been growing weed for a while, so you've come across all kinds of clones, and clones that people have come across, and so you may have a little collection of clones that are 10 years old, 15 years old. That's what I will say I've noticed about since it's become legal. When you tell people you have a clone that 10 years old is nothing, some people are like, what, a 10-year-old clone? And you're like, oh yeah, you're in the new generation. In the old generation, it was hard to find genetics. So if you got a good one and you didn't have any bugs, you cloned that fucker until you found another one. It's like, it was scary ordering from overseas. We drove up to, man, quick side story. When we drove up to a Toronto Hemp Fest one year, it's probably 2007 or 2008. We drove up there and we smoked weed all the way up to Detroit. So we get off the highway, go to this gas station. It's kind of raining. I throw our bag of joints, probably enough 5 or 6 joints for our way back home. Throw them in a McDonald's cup, put it underneath the dumpster that was on wheels. We get back in the car, go to the Toronto Hemp Fest. Coming back on the way back, there wasn't an exit on the same exit where the gas station was. We had to get up on the other side. So we get up on the other side, drive around. We go down this neighborhood. It's got like one car length or one car width in between the two cars parking on the side, and we're probably cruising a little fast. Where this car pulls around the corner. Oh man, we almost hit him. 4, maybe 5. I don't want to say that. I don't want to, somebody say, oh, well, you're profiling. But they looked like gangbangers. We were on the bad side of Detroit. They got out. They're like, what the fuck? You almost hit my car. And it's just me and my buddy. My buddy is a little guy, a little white guy, very unassuming, probably at that time 135 pounds. I'm like, I'm like, oh, no, we didn't hit you. No, it's okay. He's like, yeah, get the fuck out of our way. Our car, this is the crazy thing too. We drove a car with no reverse. We had no reverse on our car. We're like, oh, this car don't go in reverse. He said, well, you better figure out a fucking way. I'm like, oh shit. So yeah, he steered it, and I pushed my car backwards, because I'm gonna tell you now, I've been in enough fights in my life, but you got to know when to pick your battles. There was 4 guys, and I guarantee that if there was only 4 guns, it probably would have, you know what I mean? Not a good situation. But yeah, don't watch out where you're going in Detroit when you're in Detroit. Just on a little side thing. Me and my buddy, we have been so many things like that have been like, holy shit, good or bad. So many at the end, it becomes a very adrenaline rush fucking situation. But yeah, me and him have been through. That's the guy that me and him, we half and half on what we do here. We both, very. I can't speak enough of him too, because he's helped me out on times when I needed help. Some of us have taken a small vacation away. And he made sure he helped me out in that situation too. So yeah, I really wish he was here, because he is a great guy, and most of the people associate me with this, because I'm a little bit more of the guy that's out there. He doesn't have a Facebook. He doesn't. so he doesn't do a lot of things like this. He just,
Sure.
yeah, he's got a family, and he sees a lot of people have gotten in trouble on Facebook, whether the wife or the husband. So, you know, he's one of those. And I always say, anything that goes in a marriage, as long as you both agree on it, whether it's both not having Facebook, all the way up into both agreeing to swing, as long as you guys are both on the same page, man, you guys can have a successful marriage. Because I actually know a couple that does that, been doing that for 20 years, and they're in a great shape as a marriage. So I believe, you know, like some of my friends give them a hard time for not having Facebook, but at the same time, I'm like, if you and your wife agree on something and that makes your marriage smooth, neither one of them want Facebook. So, but as far as this is concerned, it puts him a little bit less like, you know, people don't see him out there like they see me out there. And if I ramble a little bit, it's because I had my infusion and I have some drugs in me and I have some pot in me.
No, it's all good.
Yeah.
We've got some people like Rick. They're interested in not only what you have available, but do you do like a box set of your seeds? And people are asking how they can, you know, buy multiple packs and stuff.
Okay. Well, what we do is I sent a menu, and I'll put a menu back up on our regular site. We have just we do have an offsite that's getting built, but it's kind of slowly getting built. But on our main Facebook site, I'll put a menu up there, and then I think we have it in our grow site too. I don't know if you guys, that's kind of hidden. I don't understand why, but those usually is somewhere on our regular site. There'll be a link to our grow site. You'll see a lot of the people and that's just really have been happening over the last, maybe like 4 months, 5 months. So it's that's slowly building, but you can see a lot of the representations of some of the people that have grown our seeds. So you can see a lot of the seeds, a lot of the kinds of seeds, and most of the seeds that are on the menu are available. We do a lot of sales in this 420, and it might be like a week after 420, but right around 420, we're going to have a 420 box set, and that will have eight packs. So in each pack, you'll have 6 seeds plus your 3 mystery seeds. But what I do want to say, just as a quick side note, this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it, but there's no seeds in here, but when you get your seeds, you'll have one pack that's like this that won't have anything on it, won't have any, and then you'll get another one that has 3 in it, and it will, I don't know if I can get it to show it, but it will have a label on it. So they're mystery seeds till you open the pack. Then you know what those 3 are. And those 3 can be any seeds. They'll be FEMs also, but they can be anything that we've got. So you may be buying a grape gorilla. You may open it. There'll be a pack of 6, no label on the package. It's just a pack of 6. That's your grape gorilla. Then there'll be another vial that'll have 3 seeds in it. Sometimes there's 4 or 7, but there'll be 7, and we're supposed to be 6. But that'll have the label on it. And that may say lemon bubblegum or lemon Rizzo or blue Rizzo or grape, you know what I mean, on and on and on. That could be anything. So yeah, so you know what it is. I like to say that because some people, when they think mystery seeds, they think, oh, so I'm going to get a pack of 3 and I'm not going to know what they are. Well, you don't know what they are, but not until you open the package. And then, but back to the box set, it will have it'll be a blueberry. It's a blueberry from a guy that I know that's been running this forever. But we've been testing it. It's really nice. It's a blueberry, and then there'll be some blueberry crosses in there. There'll be 8 strands, so you'll get 8 packs with 6 and 3, and then there'll also be a T-shirt, and that'll be for $100, shipping included. Right now it's just through. You can just email either me or you can email or not email. I'm sorry. Message me, or you can message right at the site, the 34 Mongrel site, and then we take Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. We'll do it, and then we have quick shipping, so we ship it right up. But that's not until April. Until then, we do have our packs are normally $25 a pack. Like I said, you get 9 seeds. But right now, with being named Breeder of the Month, we're putting it on our site. For the month of March. Excuse me. If you buy 2 packs, you get 1 pack free. If you buy 4 packs, you get 4 packs free. So you'll literally be paying $12.50 for a pack of seeds that have 9 FEM seeds in it. So not much more than $1 a seed, $1.50 a seed, a little less than $1.50 a seed. So really a great deal. Really a great deal. But everything, you can just feel free to message, like I said, either me or right through the message, right through the website. We get them out pretty fast, and we have if we don't have a menu up there, we'll have a menu up there. We got some pretty good strands. We actually, I wish we would have had another great punch run before all the festivals and events, because we get kind of busy in spring and summer. Probably won't run another excuse me, great punch run probably until next winter time, I'm guessing. We do have some great punch. And the reason why I say that, take some time to go look at the great punch. That is a really a crowd pleaser. Super frosty, super terpy. So is the rainbow snow cone, by the way. But we are in the process of another one of that. We do have rainbow snow cone, and we do have great punch. I only mention that because anybody who's thinking about ordering great punch, I'm guessing, you know, we may have 100 packs of great punch left, 120 packs of great punch left, and that may sound like a lot, but once the events start coming, that's usually one of our fastest sellers. So I'm guessing maybe 3 events down the road, you know, those are gone until next springtime. Yeah, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, Bubba Brown. I don't know Bubba Brown, but he was one of the last ones that showed pictures of growing it, and he did a really fabulous job of growing it. You know, like I said, take some time to just wander over and check out our site and check out our grow site and check out what some of these people are doing with some of these crosses, some of these strands. Rainbow snow cone, that's a sour apple crossed with a slurricane, and that gets frosty with good yield, and that has got a funky smell to it. That's anything that's crossed with rainbow gets a funky smell to it. Rainbow snow cone, I'm gonna be honest, is one of my rainbow snow cone great punch. I'm still a Blue Rizzo fan. Them are some of my personal favorites. And then I got lemon bubblegum. I really like that one. It's a really hard hitting sativa dominant, but it's one that I'm usually an indica dominant guy. I like indicas and indica dominants, but that's one that I really like too. So yeah, we tend not to keep it unless we like it. But them are ones that I really haven't had too much where people have not liked the end result of anything that we did. But honestly, if we ever did, it would just be done. I'm not ever did. The ones that we had, you know, in the past, people are like, oh, I don't like that, you know, done, you know, throw those away. We got enough that. So this has been, you know, these clones and crosses have been something that we've been in a process of gathering for now. It's, you know, been 20 years since we've re-upped. You know, I think it was 2002 or 2003 is the first time that we went up to Ontario Seed Bank and bought some seeds, and that was the root of a lot of these crosses, you know, that we built on. Blue Rizzo, for instance, that's, like I said, that was our oldest one. That was a Power Kush crossed with a Purple Wreck, and then crossed. Then we found one that we liked there, and we crossed with the male Bluebonic from Spice of Life Seeds. I don't even know if Spice of Life is around anymore, but in the late 90s, early 2000s, you know, that seed company was pretty hot. You know, at least around here, you know, everybody was liking the Spice of Life seeds.
What is a good strain to grow in Florida outdoors? Something that can stand the high heat and humidity, do you think? Our friend Jeff is asking.
I'm probably gonna say I would say I gotta lean to the Great Punch again. I gotta lean to the Great Punch, and I gotta now. I'm gonna say that I don't live in Florida. I don't have a lot of experience with Florida, but you know, I'm just basing it on, if you're in a high humidity area, you may not want something that has, you know, huge buds. You want a good yield, and you want the Great Punch, if you look and see, tends to grow more like Kush. So you get these nice size, hard as rock, super frosty buds. And I feel like in a humid, moist environment, them are probably a better shaped buds because the air can get through them, or not through them, but around them, versus something that, say, is a big long donkey dick. You know, you get something that's in a rainbow snow cone that can give you some of the longer buds. And I would just be worried. Just from my experience going outdoor around here, the ones that had the big longer buds, for whatever reason, we tended to get bud rot more. You know, bud rot. Yeah. So and then the super frosty with the lots of the resin glands tend to keep away some of the bugs a little bit better too. So yeah, I would probably go with the grape and some of the grape crosses. But definitely let me know, because I've seen a lot of them grow around here. I seen Tyler Pond. He had a really good Great Punch Time Biscotti that grew outdoors that looked just fabulous. I seen a couple Great Punch Times Afghani outside that just looked fabulous this past year online. I've seen some really good stuff online, and I haven't had any bad feedback about anything. That's another reason why I'm kind of hesitant about saying one over the other, because a lot of these ones that people have grown outside, again, that's here in Illinois and not in Florida, but everything that I've seen outside, it just looks super great.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't
everybody
anymore.
Everybody make sure that you get in on this hashtag. We're about to finish up here in a few minutes, and we're going to run this. I do have one announcement to make for the 420 Fest $150 gift card. If there is someone that is in the Virginia area and you are definitely able to go to the 420 Fest, hit me up, let me know either now in the comments or let me know in my DMs. There's no real reason to spin for it, because every time we do, everybody can't go, so there's no sense in doing a hashtag. But if you are going to be in the area and you are available to go, the first one to get to me tonight, I will definitely give you that code for $150 off your weekend at the Misty Mountain. So, but yeah, it's great. This information that you're giving us, I like your attitude. I like the way, you are, doing quality things. And like you said, you're not worried about pricing and things of that sort. And, your genetics, people love them. I mean, they're in these comments. I don't know if you can see them, but you have a lot of fans here tonight that they're definitely sticking around. We've got 90 people here interested in hearing your story. So, man, I really appreciate you coming up tonight.
No, I'm glad, and I'm appreciate that you have me. And anybody who doubts us, I always say just give us a try. You may be surprised. I think a lot of people are kind of scared of $25. They're more scared of $25 than they are of $100. You know what I mean? So just give us a try. At $25, what do you got to lose?
And I support a lot of growers, and I see my friends that are growers supporting each other right now, and I really like that a lot. Everybody's got something good. I could list off right now 10 different companies that I would, if someone would say, should I buy their genetics? I'd say, yep.
Yes,
absolutely.
I agree 100%. There's so many guys, and they probably don't even realize. I tell people all the time, another guy that is a super nice guy is the guy from Mythic Genetics.
Alex Jordan.
Yeah,
Alex Jordan.
I've only talked to him in person once, I believe, and then I may have shot in a few emails back and forth between them. But he seemed super nice. He gave me some papaya F3 to try. I didn't. I gave that to one of my buddies to try. He liked it. It didn't quite make what into one of our grows, but it may in the future. There was some nice plants in there. And again, I'm not, unless I'm working with something in that general direction. But I just wanted to say, yes, I agree with you. I like I like to see the new growers coming up. I like to see, because a lot of new growers have a new vision. A lot of new growers have new taste. I like seeing as many as possible. Even when I was buying seeds, I was buying from as many different breeders as possible. You'll be surprised sometimes how you'll run into a breeder that you were like never heard of, but you tried his seeds because you either like his package, you like the name, you like the cross, whatever, but you bought his package and then you bought it and you're like, oh wow, that's now one of my favorite breeders, but you'll never find them if you're scared to try them.
Yeah, I especially like Alex. I've worked with him. He was our breeder of the month in December, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And I knew him before that, but yeah, he's a great guy, good genetics.
Yeah.
Shane Briggs is also another good guy who's coming up right now that may be our breeder of the month at some point. But
See, yeah, I like that. I would like to do.
Yeah.
I tell you one thing else that I like about the new age breeders, the collabs that you see a lot more often than when I was growing up. You know what I mean? When I was, well, I can't say growing up, but growing up in the game, you didn't see, like nowadays, I see breeders that are willing to, hey, let's do a collab. Let's cross one of yours with one of mine. Man, I love that. I love, like you said, I love how breeders are holding themselves, each other up, nowadays. Breeders will mention other breeders. That's again,
Yeah.
that's why I point back to Justin, who I know is a very polarizing figure, and I'm not pushing for him one way or another. I'm just mentioning this as one of his good traits, because he has mentioned me a lot, and whether it's, I don't know what he says all in private, but I could say everything that I've ever seen him say in public about 34 Mongrels has always been good. You know what I mean? And it's like, I was scared to even talk to him because of some of the things that people have said. But even Justin is in with goat genetics too, even with Justin, Justin has done a lot of nice things with other breeders. You know what I mean? Whether he's always nice as a person with other breeders, yes, there is such a brotherhood, and I wish that everybody in the Canna community, and there's a lot of people that do, but I wish everybody in the Canna community had that same brotherhood. I wish everybody in the Canna community was like, hey, you know what I mean? You need a little help? Maybe I can help you. You know what I mean? Especially, I'll be honest, these seeds and packs aren't that expensive to me. So if I could help a cancer group, if I can help a vet group or an addiction, somebody in an addiction group,
Yeah.
I've had addiction in my family. If I can help them, you know what I mean? That's what it should be about. It should be about that between breeders, between
Yeah.
people, between nobody's asking to give them their car or your house. If you can just give them just a hand up sometimes, that's a world. What's just a little bit to you is a world to them. What's a lot to me may just be a little bit to you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you 100% on the breeders with the breeders, and I wish that that everybody in the Canna community was like that. I wish everybody was like that. Period. I've been treated so great by everybody that I've met. I can only say that I've been shocked, honestly. You know what I mean? I really have been.
Well, do you know any of the Quincy boys? Do you know Philip Karlstrom from Soil Focus Farms?
No.
He's the goose guy with the goose soil.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never actually talked to him, but I've actually been at a couple of events that he was at that I've physically seen him, but I've never exchanged words with him or anything.
Well, I'm working with him right now because he has the Charlotte's Web strain, and
nice.
we are going to grow that out, and we are going to donate clones to patients and caregivers of patients, not to people wanting to sell it, things of that sort. We're looking to help people in that way because it is such a miraculous high CBD, low THC plant, as you know.
Yes.
And that is going to be what I hope to leave as my legacy. And you, sir, are the type of people that we need in the breeding industry, that is focusing more on the patient rather than the dollar. And I respect you for that. Thank you.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I really do. And hey, try us one day. I don't know what you got in your tent, but throw a couple of our beans in there.
Oh, absolutely. That's the plan. I was so excited. The first pack of 34 mongrels I ever got, I got from Mike Hood, and he didn't want to give them up, but he let me have them, and they are sitting. I have a stack away from my regular seed bank, and it's the stack of what I'm going to do next, and yours are right there waiting for me to do it, because I don't have a large grow space, so I can only choose one or two strains usually. So
I hear there, brother.
But yeah, you got some really good stuff. I've heard all about it, and people are Very happy. And for everybody now, it's a 4-minute warning. We're going to run the 34 mongrels giveaway in 4 minutes at 7:45, guys and gals. But hell yeah! So what do you got down the pipeline? What's next for 34 mongrels?
Right now we've got, like I said, we've got the blueberry this year that we're going to release. Right now we've been playing with some. We had a male that we crossed with a bunch of things probably 4 years ago when we was doing, because we used to only do regs, but we've been slowly pheno hunting some. We had a super silver haze times Durban poison male that we ran in with a bunch of different crosses like the rainbow punch and things like that. So right now, so people are going to start maybe seeing some that's got a touch of that. And I had a lot of good reviews on that. I had the great punch times, which I don't have any more of those beans. I wish I would have, but the great punch times, I call it my haze male, even though it's not technically a straight haze, but that just what the name, so I didn't have to say every time. Super silver haze times Durban poison, but it was the haze male, and yeah, they grew so big and so nice. And then for whatever reason, this is the one thing that I was kind of glad about getting into feminized seeds, because for whatever reason, this particular male started pre-flowering. So you know what I mean? It wouldn't go into full-fledged flower, but like right off the stem, you know, it would get a nan or a seed pod, or a flower pod, whatever you want to call it. But it would pop a few nanners up the wild and veg. And we tried to keep it in. We normally keep them in 24-0, the males, and we're like, okay, well maybe this male doesn't like that, so we tried to save a branch that didn't have any of that going on, and put it under 24, and then we tried under 18.6, and it just, yeah, that particular male became a real pain to try to keep around, because you had to really watch it, because you'll wind up with a bunch of seeds you don't want, or you got a bunch of seeds you got to throw away because you had a seed room going on, which we never kept our males in the same facility anyway, same building anyway. So, but theoretically, so yeah, it just became a pain. So we wound up, and then I'm gonna be honest again, I can't say nobody. I'm gonna say 90% of the people want femmes. We grew all regs because when we first started growing, we believed that's what we should grow. We believed that's what everybody wanted. When we got into actually going to the events, then we actually went to the events and found out that the vast majority of the people, they don't want regs. They want femmes. So then, started doing the research into femmes. We do the STS method. We feel like that's probably the best method, after talking to a few different breeders, small and medium-sized breeders, about what was the best way to go, what was the most successful, I used to believe that it would promote hermaphrodites, but that's not true. The bad thing, where people, where this is what somebody else told me, and I kind of believe them, but where people got the theory that fem seeds equal herms is that when they first started making, and this is a fact, when they first started making femmes, they would use the rollization method, or whatever the method was called, that you went past the date, and then if you went, like maybe the plant's starting to die, now you're sitting at 14 weeks, 15 weeks, this is normally an 8-9 week plant, then the plant starts pushing out herms, start pushing out flowers. Then you collect those flowers, you dry them out, crush them out, you put them on other plants, female plants, and you get fem plants, which is true. But the problem is that plant hermed with nothing but stress. It was a time stress, but it was nothing but stress that caused that plant to herm. Like if I was going to use a plant to make a fem, and this is just the way that I do it, and everybody does it different, but I wouldn't use that plant. I'm looking for a plant that people have fucked up in 1,010 different ways, and it's never hermed. Because when you use the chemical, and I know it's blocking ethylene, it's more of blocking things, but in a layman's term, it's kind of like shooting a woman with testosterone. She's going to grow some of the male parts, you know what I mean? Her clitoris is going to enlarge, she's going to grow facial hair, she's going to do voice. All these things are just going to happen via the testosterone. It's kind of like with the STS. So if you get a plant that does not herm under normal conditions, and you cross it with another plant that does not herm under normal conditions, you know, meaning that light leaks, the guy doesn't use an air conditioner in the summertime, it runs 95 degrees. I'm not saying it always runs perfect. The plant doesn't have to run perfect, but the plant doesn't herm. That's the plant I want to play with, because just because I spray some chemical on it, I spray the silver thiosulfide on it, that's not gonna all of a sudden instill hermaphrodite in it, no more than if you took a male and just did regular with it. You know what I mean? People don't want to believe it, but hermaphrodite's hermaphrodite. Take one of these plants that do hermaphrodite and then cross them with a male. You're gonna get some hermaphrodites. You know, that's just, it just is. It's just the problem is that sometimes people choose the plants that will hermaphrodite because they're easy to reverse also, and they may not even notice it. It may be a plant that when it hits hot, it hermaphrodites, but when they spray it, it's like, oh shit, look at it, it reverses really easy. Well, you want to know why it reverses really easy? Because it's the hermaphrodite is in that plant. And so you got to be careful when you are making femmes that you don't use plants that naturally hermaphrodite. You know, testing is testing, but genes are genes. So I found I grow a lot of femmes. I still grow regulars, you know what I mean, because I believe that the male may bring things into the plant that may not be brought in on the female gene. So I still do our normal breeding, but we just don't release many of them. You know what I mean? When we play with them, we may bring a few out with us, but we cross to build a taste, and then you know, then it'll either be an S1, you know, or we'll cross two of the same generation, you know, of two plants that we like, that in reverse, you know, one just makes it, I think, more consistent than breeders want to say. I also want to say this, again, because I'm not looking to make $1 million, it's way easier than people want to say. Way easier. So if you got a great strand, back it up. Back it up. It takes you one time, and I know it sucks to pick seeds out of beans, but it takes you one. If you really, man, I got this such and such plant, and I really love it. Back it up for yourself. One time, buy the things that make silver thiosulfate. Reverse one. Get yourself a bunch of feminized seeds and have 5,000 feminized seeds at your disposal that you can grow this plant you love whenever you want. I mean, it only takes once, and you still get the pot to smoke. It's not quite as pleasant because you do have to pick through, and you will miss some. But I do believe that, you know what I mean? It's being consistent, maybe a little bit harder. That may be the one thing the good breeders have, is consistency amongst their strain. I'm not saying it's easy to get out and go to these events and make money. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying making your own fire seeds, if you got fire clones, isn't very hard. A lot of breeders want to make it seem like it's hard. It's time consuming. It's hard to be consistent, and sometimes your crosses, even when they are good plants, sometimes your crosses won't be as good as the mother and father, because the genetics just didn't match up. But sometimes you grow your own fire, and you'll be the proudest guy in the room. And when you give a seed to your buddy and he grows a fire plant, it's a high that nobody will can ever explain. Yes, you're like, I crossed that. My Blue Rizzo, I felt so proud of that, because one company is from California, one company was from Spain. Just plant I bought them in Ontario, but the originating company, DNA Genetics, was in California. The one that made the Power Kush, that was out of Spain, and Spice of Life was out of Canada. So I'm like, what's the chances that anybody has the exact same strand that I've got? Because I've got a seed that originated all over the world, you know, 3 different. So then when people were loving it, I was like, yeah, it was just a high. It's a fun. It started out in 2005 as a fun hobby, and now we've got a couple really nice rooms, and it's really grown. And man, when people like what I'm doing, or when people like what me and my buddies doing, I couldn't be prouder, man. I love to see people having success with it. I love having success with it.
Well, that's great, man. Well, it's time, everybody. We're at the end of the show here, and we're going to do the 34 Mongrels genetics giveaway. Rules just are simple. If you live in the U.S., we will pay for the shipping. Outside the U.S., we require you on GrowFam to pay half the shipping if you're outside the U.S., and you do have to be here, and I will set a 2-minute timer once your name is called. Otherwise, we'll respin. So, good luck, everybody, and let's get at it. 34 Mongrels, everybody. And the strain again tonight was the Rainbow Punch. So
Rainbow Punch.
Rainbow Punch tonight, guys. All right, everybody. Good luck. All right, who do we got here? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Oh, Michael Donna, are you here? Alexa, set a 2-minute timer.
Hey, and on a side note, on that Rainbow Punch, there's actually a kind of grow off going on with the Rainbow Punch on the grow site. So if you join the grow site, you can literally see what people are doing with the Rainbow Punch right now. Multiple people.
Yeah, I noticed your dog pound group has a lot of submissions from growers that are growing your stuff.
Yeah, the Rainbow Snow Cone, we actually have. I'm really loose with the grow offs that I have because I want to see how people grow it. I don't want everybody to grow the same way. I want everybody to grow how they grow. I want to see the differences that all these different people do with it. So right now they're in the middle of a grow off. So you'll probably see a lot of people in the next 4 or 5 weeks showing from 4 to 10 weeks, 12 weeks to whatever they take their plants to finishing. So it'll be real interesting right now with the Rainbow Punch. There'll probably be a lot of people finishing with that.
Yeah, it sounds good. Well, Alexa, stop timer. Mike is here. Congratulations, Mike. You're the winner of these awesome 34 Mongrels genetics from Matthew Pierce. And, you're going to enjoy these. I'll tell you that right now. Oh, yeah. Congratulations, Mike.
Congrats, Mike.
All right. Well, thanks again for
Thank you for having me, my friend. It was fun. I was baked and I'm on some meds, so but
we love it, man.
Dude, I enjoyed myself. I enjoyed myself so much, and hey, anytime, absolutely. And I hope you stay with you on the giveaways even throughout the year. Occasionally, I'll send you some just to give away to your people. I'm always about people trying them out.
Sounds great, man. Tonight, well, actually, just earlier, Alexa, stop timer. I must have turned yours on too. The other show hosts are also interested in having you up as well on some of their nights. I know Chris Fisher, Wayland, they would love to have you. So, I'm sure they'll be getting a hold of you so we can enjoy hearing more about what's going on over there at the 34.
Yeah, so maybe we can. Yeah, so we can get in a night where, you guys can also meet Al, who's usually at all the events. So, but yeah,
I've seen you at 2 events that I've went to. You were at both of them.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. You're usually at the entrance. Do you like to get like the front row spots?
Yeah, usually, because this is what I found happens. Somebody will walk in. Sometimes they won't talk to me. Sometimes they'll just see the sign, but they'll see the price and what's offered. Then in a lot of instances, they go to walk around, and they always keep that in mind. Because that's all I want them to do. I want them to see me before maybe again, if you have success, I'm totally proud of you. But before they see somebody that sounds like some $200 seeds, they see me first, then they walk up on the $200 guy. They may go, oh, well, I go back there and get a pack of seeds. And then, man, we can get a T-shirt and a bowl and then go have some tacos and a beer on the way home. You know what I mean? It's like I want them to have that offer. Now, they may still get the $200 seed because that may be something that they've wanted for a long time, which I'm going to tell you, 100% do it. You know what I mean? If there's a strand that you really, really wanted from a breeder that you really, really wanted and you can afford it, whatever the price is, if it's something that you can afford without breaking you, it's a $500 pack of seeds, but you know, you're a guy that luckily you have a $120,000 day job. Maybe you have a $70,000, maybe you have a $40,000, but you have them $500 that you can buy something for yourself. Buy them, buy them. You'll always regret it if you don't. You know what I mean? And then, but I find a lot of people, what they do is they walk around and they always keep the price in mind. We usually have some kind of event special, and then they might buy some of the expensive seeds. They always come back and try mine. Not always, but I get a large percentage. And when I've been in the back, because I was in the back one time at one place I went, sometimes by the time they get to me, they're like, oh man, I had, you know, $200 budgeted for seeds, and I just bought 2 packs of seeds at the place over there. And I'm like, shit, you know what I mean? So I do like the front, because the front, they at least know about you before they make their decision. Other places, if you're in the back or off to deep in the side, they may have already spent the money they allocated for, because somebody said, I have this strand, but this is the last pack that I have of this one. And it may be. And then they buy that, and then they get to me and they're like, oh, if I wouldn't, now whether they're just saying it or not. But I found that for me, and I haven't been to a million, but the closer I am to the front, it seems like the more money I make. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So being by the front's nice. Being by the stage is nice too, because people get to the stage early, and everybody, so depending on what you're selling, if they have a stage with a good band or a good whatever, that's going to draw a lot of people, being close to the stage works too, because they're going to try to get there early. So then, you know, before it goes on, they may notice you. So it's all about getting noticed. Once you get noticed, once people see you, at least I believe this is pretty much with anything, you know, could be for a hamburger. Once people see you, notice you, and say, hey, this is the hard part, getting them to say, hey, let me give that burger a try. I know I normally get Culver's double, you know, butter burger, but I'm gonna give this burger a try on this day. Yeah. Then they're like, holy man, I can't believe that. That was half the price of Butterburger, but it was just as good as Butterburger. But you would never known that if you wouldn't have gave that you know, burger a try. So anyway, you got me rambling again. See, that means I'm comfortable with you and I like you.
Hey, that's great.
Man,
you've been a great guest. You know, a lot of times you got to pull the information out. So it's been a breath of fresh air to have somebody that you know, can express themselves so well. But someone was asking about your T-shirt. Said that they would buy one, and do you have one in pink?
Oh, I don't have one in pink, but you want to know what? We actually have. This is like the old logo. I don't know how well I got it. That's the old logo, but we're gonna get T-shirts with the new logo on it, which is just like the old logo, but it's a little more clear. If you've seen the advertisement, or even on his thing, it has the new logo, which is just like the old logo, but really, oh man, I feel so bad too. But Josh, I wish I would have said his name. I wish I'd remembered his name. But the guy really hooked me up with updating my logo. You know what I mean? Adding a little bit of niceness to it. So, but yeah, but no, we don't have one in pink. If you wanted a small, I tell you what, we have some smalls, and I don't think we have. We might have a medium. If he wants to spin it or hey, I'll give you a small if you want a small, and he can spin for another small if he wants to spin for another small. If anybody, or if there's only 2 people that want a small, give them both of the smalls.
Oh, wow.
It'll be the old logo.
Oh, got you. Oh, hell yeah. That's pretty cool.
So I can't see the comments. But when they said pink, now I'm not saying pink is feminine, because I'm going to tell you, my son, who's just as big as me, for whatever reason, the younger crowd, they like pink. He has a few things that are pink. He has a girlfriend. He's not gay, but he just so hey. But if it happened to be somebody, a small guy, a small girl, they can have it. Small smalls do not move very well. But normally we do have shirts. And if you do want a pink one, email me, or I keep saying email, message me, tell me the size and that you want pink, and then just leave it. I'll respond, obviously. We'll leave it at that. But when I order some T-shirts, which would be sometime in the next couple of weeks, I will make sure to order it. I don't normally order pink, but I absolutely would. You would be the only one to wear pink at the moment. Not going to guarantee somebody would order pink, because somebody may see you and be like, I want a pink one like that. So,
yeah.
but if you want to be the first in the original, message me. I will order your size, and then you can pay for it. It'll probably be $15 if you order, and that's probably with shipping. We'll see how much the shipping is. The shirt, depending on what size you get, just this shirt, it costs me $9 or $10. I don't normally sell them. What we like to do is we like to buy them and include them. And if you buy, sometimes we say if you buy $100 worth, we'll give you a free T-shirt. Sometimes we put together, like we're gonna do the blueberry. Sometimes we put together a box set, throw in a T-shirt, and so now you're getting 8 packs, and a T-shirt, which is what you will get with the box set, by the way. But yes, we do that, but we don't normally sell shirts, sell shirts. But if somebody walked up and said, "Hey, could you buy a shirt? Hey, can I have that shirt?" We'd probably sell it to you for $15. We usually have extra ones. But by that, but by then we say, but you could spend $85 and have 4 packs. And when we usually have a special too, so not only you get a T-shirt, you get 4 packs. You get you get a couple extra packs. There's other, in the end, you wind up giving them on the bigger deal anyway. But if you were to message me and just want a shirt, absolutely, we would take care of you.
Right on.
Well, I know you're getting out of here, so I'm gonna say goodbye. Again, thanks for having me.
Well, we definitely appreciate you having you here, brother, and you rock, man. And we will see you very soon. Everyone, everyone in the comments, say thanks for him for being here. They already have been, but you rock, brother. Yes.
Hey, thanks again. And if anybody wants to get a hold of me, feel free to message me right through the 34 Mongrels Facebook site. Thanks, dude. See you later.
Absolutely. Take it easy, man. Oh yeah, get fit, brothers. Now, wasn't that an awesome interview, man? What a great guy he is. I tell you, I enjoyed every minute of that, and that is really awesome. Now, don't forget, he announced the special pricing, 34 Mongrels Breeder of the Month sale. If you go to the website, you buy 2 packs, you get 1 free. You buy 4 packs, you get 4 free, which is buy 1, get 1 free, which is probably about $1 a seed. So this is special for the Grow Fam Homestead. And, we're really trying to come up with some good partners to help you guys all save some money and get your hands on not only some great genetics, but some good equipment, things of that sort as well. Shane Briggs tonight is our winner of the Virginia Fest $150 code for the Virginia Fest. He is in Virginia and is able to go. If you are someone that is in the Virginia area and would like to go to the Virginia 420 Fest, hit me up in my DMs and maybe we could help you out as well. And I want to say thank you to everybody for coming through on Terpy Thursday. What's up, Alex? We were talking about you earlier. He's a fan of yours as well, if you're still here. Yes, that's what's up, Shane. Shane Briggs from Briggs Beans as well. Somebody you guys should know. And then, of course, my man, Alex Jordan from Mythic Genetics as well. So there's plenty of you. There's Anthony Barry in here a little while ago. If I missed someone, I'm sorry, but we're behind all of you guys. But anyway, who was it that won again tonight? Who was it that won? Oh my goodness, why can't I remember? Michael Donna. Mike, I got your seeds packed up right here, bro. All I need is for you to answer my DM with your address, brother, and I'll get this out for you right away in the morning. And Shane, I'll get you that Virginia Fest code right away, probably tomorrow or something, brother. Okay? So anyway, I want everyone to have a great week. Remember, it just started, People in the Boxes with the Big Dog Whalen and Kim Axtell. And also, Master Rochi starts in less than 15 minutes, like about 10 minutes. He starts with Thursday Night Vibes only on the NOK network and MasterRochi'sGarden.com. Tomorrow night is Hobbies Puppets doing his IWK 710 daily sesh on the Knock Network, and that's at 6 p.m. 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And I don't even have to tell you how awesome that's going to be. Sunday, hi, brother. What's up, brothers? We don't see a lot of you anymore on Sunday at 1 p.m. Central Time. We have our Hi Brother Live. And, I'd like to see some of you brothers sliding through there again. And let's get this thing going again. I really think that I get a lot out of it, and the brothers that are there, we have good conversation, and I'd really like to see you guys there. And then Sunday, Waylon has game night at 5:30 p.m. and Ashley has her IWK at 6 p.m. These are set Central Times as well. So awesome, guys. That's the weekend wrap up for you. Tomorrow's Fam Friday. So tomorrow, make sure you check out Ash, Dreadful, Ishan, perhaps, and the entire Grow Fam, Homestead family. And, check us out. Let's see. Real quick before I go, however, I want you guys to know that, I haven't been feeling well. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a heart patient who has had a quintuple bypass. I have a defibrillator here in my chest built in. And, I have diabetes that is severely out of control. I have lots of problems. Let's just say that. That's all. I'm just going to leave it at that. I haven't been feeling well. I know when I come on the shows, I look like I feel great. I get myself really pumped up for these, and I do feel good while I'm here usually. But, I just want you to know that, I am working with a lot of specialists right now to try and feel better. And I just want you guys to know that having a purpose, especially with the homestead, with Waylon Show and we have the Indoor Farmer on Monday, Wednesday with the Knock Network with Kim. Friday again, I do my own show on Friday nights, and it gives me a purpose. Being the Grow Fam promotions manager means a lot to me. It gives me work to do, keeps me busy. Keeps my mind focused and gives me a reason not to just want to lay in bed in pain and just check out and be depressed. So I want you guys to know that I appreciate all of you because you keep me out of depression a lot of the time because I have a purpose, and I love you all for it. Especially some of you are very close, and I just wanted to get that out there. In case people wonder why, I might be this or that or seen this or seen that, it's just, I'm just fighting heart disease and diabetes right now. I'm fighting an infection that's on my good foot, where on my bad leg where I had my leg amputated. I'm having lots of blood flow issues there as well. So, I'm going to get it fixed. It all came on at once, so it can all go away at once. So anyway, I appreciate the fact that a lot of you care so much and, understand that I know that you struggle too. Okay. I think about being a guy who had his leg cut off. Let's just say, to put it that way. But then I don't live with Crohn's disease, at least, knock on wood, like other people do, to where they can't simply even eat food and go to the bathroom the right way without it being painful and, without getting gross. There's lots of issues with that, and I thank God that I don't have that, so I understand that you're struggling too. And I would never think that my struggles are more important than yours. So anyway, I love y'all, and I appreciate everybody, being who they are. And thanks a lot for that. So anyway, with that said, everyone have a great weekend. I'll see you next week on Thursday on Certified Terpy Thursdays. And I love y'all. Take it easy, guys. Have a good week. Good night, everybody.